live on YouTube. Hello, so excited. Thank you for being here, Linnell. Love you. I'm getting Instagram. Hopefully, I'm getting it set up. Hopefully, it's going to set up because that's what I'm working on. Done. Add details. Like, I'm literally. I don't know. I feel like with Instagram, I can't win for losing almost. Something about poor connection. Again, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde as it ended yesterday, 2 days ago. It's the 16th today. It ended on the 14th. Mercury retrograde ended on the 14th, but there's still that shadow period that's 2 weeks out. So I guess we're caught in that. I might try to restart this. Why would it be this way? Discard video. Discard. We're just going to start from the beginning. And here's music. I didn't want to play music because of connection issues, but here's music along with a gorgeous video. All right. Shout out to Moyo Africa. Thank you for that. Oh, I just made the video larger. So I hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in to this Gemini season preview and card convo. Hold on, like a few seconds. I'll be right there. I'm trying to restart the. And of course, Leo would be eating at this exact time, but his shoes are so cute. So enjoy the ASMR. While I get this set up. Thank you for your patience. And thank you for coming in. I hope you're doing well today. Feeling fine. In your abundant shine, okay? We're gonna try one more time with Instagram. And then we're gonna let it go. Yeah. Doesn't look like Instagram is going to be working today. That's okay. Because I showed up to work. Linnell showed up. And we're here. We out here, right? So it feels so, it's okay. So Leo's gonna go to the bathroom now. It feels so palpable, like literally coming out of this huge rush of stagnancy and energy, right? I see you. I see you. Thank you. Love you. It's been so much energy all at once with the peaking of so many things at once, right? With this initial eclipse energy that just happened between the Taurus eclipse and the full moon Scorpio eclipse. Please wipe your feet. Thanks. You're so good. You're so good, Leo. I just felt like a robot. But now we're actually coming into this like period of ease and even like a sense of just slowing down, right? It's pretty freaking nice with the contrast of just that impact from the past few weeks. Let's see, let's go into it. So this video is for the Gemini season. Okay, the Gemini season is starting this Sunday. A few days before on the 9th, this Sunday, it's starting this Sunday. Mercury retrograde still has a hold on me. It's starting this Sunday, the 21st of May. And just 2 days before that will be the new moon in Taurus. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that, refer to my notes, and sort of give it a little bit of attention because I did do a video for the new moon in Taurus. It just wasn't the new moon in Taurus that I shared it for. It was like around the time of the second new moon in Aries for 2023, which kind of threw me off, but I'm starting to get it. You know, keep going at it and it'll come, right? So, okay, so let's talk about the new moon in Taurus, and then we'll get into the Gemini season preview. But before all that, I wanted to just talk about some major aspects that are happening astronomically today on the 16th. So the sun currently is sextile Mars, which is, I feel like, also a big part of another aspect that's happening, which is Judo square Pluto. So with the sun sextile Mars, it's pushing us to confidently pursue projects and go about it with this air of new possibilities. Actually, it's an aspect that was present for the last live that I held for the Aether reading. It's definitely this air of like anything is possible, sky's the limit. Keep going, like I was saying. And hi, Easy. In the start of the video. And with Jupiter square Pluto, it's really sort of bringing things and bringing those matters into a more concrete state, pushing us to manifest right now because we're able to have breakthroughs in ways that we might not even expect. Okay. Other aspects that are going on right now are that the sun is sextile Neptune, and I feel like that sort of goes alongside with the moon being conjunct Chiron. It's definitely, well, with the moon, the moon is very intuitive in itself, but with the sun sextile Neptune, that brings a sense of heightened psychic influence. It also encourages us to innately become more compassionate with those who might be suffering at this time or who have come from suffering. With the moon conjunct Chiron, this also goes into the aspect of really getting into those underlying issues that go down deep and allowing them to resurface for the instance of sort of bringing it to a sense of understanding through acceptance, accepting that these are deep seated, and accepting what's caused them and their impact in our lives, so that we can better embrace life going forward. You know better, you do better type of thing. Also, the last two aspects I want to talk to that I feel really sort of counterbalance each other, which is funny because we are going to talk about this Gemini season, and that is balance. That is at the end of the at the beginning and in the day, balance. It's balance between as dual aspects of our being. So with the Sun sextile Neptune, which is also sextile Mars, the Sun's also sextile Mars, we have that heightened psychic ability. But the two aspects that I'm going to go into are Mars trine Neptune and Mercury sextile Saturn. There's this mental Leo. It's okay. It's been a interesting past 24 hours here because it's only been me. So it's okay. So yeah, that's his dad's little man, you know. So there may be an innate, even with these heightened senses, there may be this innate sort of inkling in ourselves to prioritize a sense of getting things done over like the things that we believe in, the narratives that we've come to recognize maybe we're coming to recognize as incorrect, and dismantling those, the duty of dismantling. That's Saturn. That's Mercury sextile Saturn. But then Mars trine Neptune says that things at this moment, because of these heightened understandings and these heightened experiences, expansions that we have, that it may lead to almost imbalance and what we truly believe, and asserting what we truly believe. You know what I mean? Also, that it might lead to a confusion in where to go next and what our goals should be. So so tapping into this attunement, this psychic attunement is going to be great. In the sense that in going forward, connecting with the truth of the matter, or what we deem as true spiritually, is going to help to manifest the things that are going to lead to a ultimate breakthrough eventually. Okay. All right, so that's today. That's May 16th. That's May 16th. And some of these aspects can go on longer. Some of them may just be today. I didn't see them all, so I didn't want to do any of them because I'm like, you know, solidarity all throughout has to be all throughout. So for the new moon in Taurus that's happening on Friday, I did do a video. Like I said, it was during the time of the second new moon in Aries, and I would go back and watch that video. It's on YouTube. It's titled 2023 New Moon / Taurus, hashtag cows and elephants, hashtag bull. And the details that I mentioned in that video for the time that the event is occurring and the time that the day that the event is occurring, of course, are not correct. It will actually be occurring, peaking on the 19th, Friday, May 19th. February. Interesting. Friday, May 19th at 8:53 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So take that and do what you will with that. Depending on where you are, add some hours, take away some hours to make it fit for you. Again, Taurus is all about stability. Taurus is a very passionate sign. It's a very dutiful sign. And being ruled by Venus, Taurus can be seen as an emotional sign. So with that, keeping that in mind, it's a matter of balancing our mental out, our thoughts, our beliefs, our spiritual, and our emotional, and making sure that they all align. And I think that's a big aspect for this Taurus new moon. Also still drilling in that sense of community, that sense of togetherness, right? All right. So that is for the full moon. And for the full moon, I'm going to, for the new moon, sorry about that. For the new moon, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to refer to the hip hop queens. And I'm going to pull an oracle on that. Please do not do that. Please do not do that. You're not allowed over here. There's too much going on. But I love you. I feel so bad right now. But not really, because he was not very nice to me today. And I don't want to be like a mean mama, but like at the same time, boundaries, bro. Like, you can't be mean and then, I don't know. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Up Queens. Thank you, Divine Feminine. All right. So we're just going to pull a card for the new moon in Taurus and see what that has to say. So basically, I would take it on into the weekend, the energy that comes out, and take it as a guide through this upcoming weekend. Thank you. I didn't like anything. Thank you. Hi, Charmaine. I don't understand your emojis. They look, they're colorful. They're nice and colorful. Yes, boundaries. Ooh. Queen Latifah. Yes. With Saweetie on the bottom of the deck. So Saweetie is style, bottom of the deck energy. So it's a way that we go about doing things, which is very Taurus, even though it's at the end of Taurus season, pretty much 2 days out. Queen Latifah, okay? Queen Latifah came out. I'm interested to see what the book has to say about her. She's such a multifaceted artist, a queen of rap, of the rap game, okay? So let's see. I'm actually gonna put this down a little bit because she deserves to be seen. Okay. So let's see what the book, I actually got the book out this time. I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. So let's see what the message is for Miss Latifah. I'm in the J's. A B C D E F G H I J K. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Where is she? Where are you, Miss Latifah? Oh, here she is. Found her. All right. So Queen Latifah stands for, her term is respect, right? She's in her title. That is very much so. The aspects the principles she instills is principles, resolve, hard-headedness, and fight. So it's two ends of a coin, very Gemini energy. Just going into it. So let's see. We're told time and time again that respect is never given, it's earned. But what happens when you feel like you've given your all and respect is never returned? Do you proceed in spite of your own insecurities, even if you may not be looked upon favorably? Or do you switch up your own style and let your body language and posture do the talking? It's a predicament, to say the least, and one you'll have to tread through lightly. Don't come across too overbearing in the pursuit of respect, because the reverse will happen. Think like the queen on this card. Hold your chin up and straighten your crown. The rest will fall in place. That's beautiful. Yeah, she being the first, wow, being one of the first rappers to enter into acting. She's educated the masses, and all while still maintaining her title of queen. Yes, honey. That's a ding. So respect. This is not only a respect in and for others, but it's also respect in and for ourselves. As Charmaine says, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So I think that's a major lesson for exiting this Taurus season for the new moon, for something, because new moons are they really talk about things that we want to integrate. It shines light on things we want to integrate, either continue integrating or begin to integrate into our lives that align with our visions and our purposes and our goals, right? And our being, okay? I feel like a lot of the time, I don't know how really to say this, but your being, don't disregard your being and who you are to accomplish everything else, to make sure everything else gets accomplished, okay? I think transitioning is a staple of life. We go through many transitions in life. I'm looking for Saweetie. But as well as changing in major ways and relatively fixed ways, particularly. That's also goes into the Mars and Neptune aspect that's reflecting today, with the confusion, with possible confusion coming up with our goals going forward and the impacts of our beliefs and whether or not they flourish. Saweetie stands for fashion, sweetness, elegance, chic, and optimism. Okay. When you're feeling down, there are many ways to pick yourself back up. Sometimes it's merely speaking that positivity into existence. Other times, livening up your physical appearance with a new wardrobe or new haircut will do the trick. Let your exterior shake up your interior. When you look good, you feel good. And that's what I always say. Hello. Okay, so both of these queens sort of talk about like physical appearance, which is very Taurian. I'm gonna go back to the queen. Yeah, they both talk about that sense of, really embodying self by the way that they dress, right? And even using that sense of dress or a sense of appearance to combat insecurities. So it really is individual. It really is subjective. I'm not sure. I can never figure those out. I could never figure those out. I'll work on it though. It's definitely part of that whole, like, better, you do better, you grow, and that comes with change type of thing. With Saweetie being at the bottom of the deck, she's also talking about, in a sense of respecting yourself, sort of not being constrained by your insecurities, right? So that's major. That's major. Also goes along with the Sun sextile Mars, Sun sextile Neptune energy that I spoke about earlier. Awesome. So thank you, queens, for your guidance and input. I'm going to go ahead and, man, that's just so much flavor. Like, looking at Queen Latifah, it's just so much flavor. So it's really, I'm really grateful. We're going to move right along. Let's go into the spread for the Gemini SZN Preview. It is an air spread. It is an air sign. It's the mutable air. It's ruled by Mercury, which is the ruler of communication. We all should know by now, because, you know, Mercury retrograde literally just ended. And I looked up some stones that represent Mercury: lapis lazuli, amethyst, tiger's eye, quartz, sodalite, and agate, and that's for clear thinking. So this Gemini energy really pushes us with all these stones to really get clear. I think that respectability is going to be a factor in that for us for this Gemini season. Going forth. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and get into the reading. I have the deck that I'm using today, the Illuminated Tarot, under some amethyst and some pink quartz. Because they said quartz. I got a quartz here too. I have a whole like line of stones here, just like a boundary line, like to really Seven of Cups, to really harness the energy. Seven of Cups, so we may be feeling the world's on the bottom of the deck, Ace of Spades. So we're thinking about our world and expansion. Oh, I did not say this, but Jupiter transits in the sign of Taurus. Today it begins transiting until next year. And that in itself is major. We're going to have to, yes, there's a lot of different aspects to that for us each individually. Oh, 2 aces. All right, we're going to go into this Gemini season preview. I'm doing 3 master shuffles. Some of the cards are reversed, so that's exciting. And then the first position is the highlighted message. So we're going to see what comes out for that. And see if it aligns with oh, wow, this is where it stopped. I'm going to take that card. 7 of Hearts. That's the card that we started with, by the way. There's also 3 of Hearts, the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Hearts, the 5 of Diamonds or Pentacles, and the 10. Oh, wow. The 5 of Diamonds reversed. So in this deck, it's also the Hierophant. So I really feel like we're potentially breaking through one form of things that we've been used to doing, and then either picking up something new to build with, or carrying it along with us, whatever we've gathered thus far. 7 of Clubs on the bottom of the deck. Community. There's some sense of break in our being able to convene and see eye to eye maybe with others. We're going to see the source support for position 2. I'm just going to do another shuffle. It just felt right. Thanks, Linnell. $3 worth of sugar and cookies. Hi, cup of tea. Wow. Okay. Support from source is the 10 of Wands, which is what came out in that huge splurge. I think that we really have to convene. Like when we show up to events, we really have to, or not have to, we don't have to do anything, but I think it would really be beneficial for us to be open to possibilities with this with this Sun sextile Mars right now. It's sort of like an energy that I feel like is really dominating this read at the moment. And that energy says that energy pushes us to pursue our passions or our goals in a way that leads to new possibilities or leads to new connections. So that was the 3 of Cups, the 5 of Spades, and 7 of Clubs. Dang, the cards are all turned around. It's like a fun house. All right, for third position, our outlook at this time, what we can look forward to, what we should sort of like pay attention to. Oh gosh. I haven't used these cards in a minute, so it's like, first of all, I'm going to do this because I can't even feel them in my palm. For how our outlook will be enhanced, or what we should look out for at this time of the Gemini season in 2023, which starts May 21st to June 20th. Okay, I feel like the Queen of Swords just like knocked over a whole bunch of cards and was like, yeah, that was me. I stepped through. The clarity needs to be there. All right, so I'm gonna cut the deck. Source divine. Oh, that's why. They're like, no, this isn't in the right spot. The 6 and the 7 of Spades. Oh, wow. It feels like, because this, okay, I'm not going to go into it. For the 4th position, immediate influence. 5th position will be our adaptability during this Gemini season. Aquarius is what I said. Six is how we can retain harmony. during the Gemini season. And then we have going deeper for number 7 with the 7th position, which is like, is there anything else that we should know? And it's 3 cards, but we're going to get into it. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So there's a sense of a flow either happening, leading to growth, or we're about to get into a state of flow. Okay, so for the main message, we got the 7 of Hearts. 7 of Hearts reversed. So maybe some of us feel like we're running out of options. We're running out of being able to have our run of the pick of the litter with certain situations. There are certain things that are that were up for grabs, essentially, that may not be up for grabs anymore in a certain capacity of our experiences, right? But the name is a BTS reference. We'll have to talk about that because I don't know BTS as much. But I think that there also are things happening that we may want to like immediately, almost because of fears, want to ward off and sort of distance ourselves from. So I feel like in doing that, Source is asking us to remain observant with this 10 of Wands, okay? It's like we've come so far. We've come so far to like just throw everything down now, you know? And not only have we come far, but we're about to have opportunities like to either rebuild or to set up everything we've been working toward already. So I love this card because the eyes are so clear here, and clarity feels like it's a huge part of this Gemini season. After the eclipse in Scorpio, full moon Scorpio, it's really been, the message of clarity has really been highlighted. Okay. I'm still working on my placements for both Instagram and YouTube. So yeah, I think this is a nice housing like of the cards. So I'll try to remember to keep them here. Basically, efforts are not futile. It's time to manifest, as the Jupiter square Pluto suggests, because there's going to be a payoff. Definitely. There's going to be a definite payoff for the things that we have put forth. Is this 4 cards? Oh no, honey. Okay, so I'm going to do the 2 cards that I saw. This is for our outlook, starting with the 6 of Spades reversed. This is like Miss Independent energy, which is cool. Like, I'm all for it, you know. but it's also like trusting ourselves, trusting the way that we assert a situation before we respond to it. Okay. Giving our times to understand the situation before we respond to it. In between the six of spades reversed and the seven of spades, which is also the Chariot, is the six of Pentacles, or six of diamonds, and the five of hearts, or five of cups. And to me, I'm going to show you these cards. To me, this is basically saying, you can't really see it, I apologize, working on it. To me, this is basically saying, you shared what you could, the plates, you have more to give, but there's 6 plates for 3 people. Don't exhaust your efforts. There's no need to exhaust your efforts much more. With the 5 of hearts, I feel like there's going to be certain things that, especially with it being reversed, there's going to be certain things that we're going to be pushed to let go of. I saw the Tower when I was pre-shuffling. I don't know if any of these 3 cards are the Tower, but it's a definite need to disconnect, a definite need to, whether that be from individuals, ideals, emotions, and things of that nature. I would say more so emotions, emotional attachments that are not contributing to growth, right? So that we can save the space at the table and set the space at the table for those who are going to show up, who are there to show up, who are there to support. 6 of spades, 6 of diamonds. 6, okay. The number 6 is a number of harmony itself, right? So the fact that 2 6s have already shown up and 2 7s have already shown up, it just feels very like magnanimous in this energy of working on achieving a state of harmony, either in a single focus or in all focuses aligned. So it can lead to this forward movement of manifestation and this forward movement of miraculous things happening, right? Because finally we have, it went 6 5 6 5 6 7. So we have to backtrack in order to go forward for some of us. And then next we have the Chariot, or the 7 of Wands, okay? This is about forward movement. This is about trusting, trusting in intuitive guidance and support. Also, it's about the power of observation. Horses, when they listen with their ears, or like their ears are omnidirectional or whatever. So it's not only that they're listening, but like that's what they're paying attention to. You can listen to somebody and still not hear what they have to say. That's going to be, and that goes back to respect. If you're just looking at someone, watching someone speak, and you don't have a recollection of the things that they say or even care about what they say, then I mean, that's not the most respectful thing, I would say. But if yeah, I feel like there's a fair delineation between actually being present and then showing up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This card is missing? I'm going to see for immediate influences what comes out, because I'm confused how there's not a card already for immediate influences during this Gemini season. This 2023 Gemini season. Ten of Spades stood out, but then ultimately it's partnership. It's the Sun, Nine of Clubs, and Three of Pentacles. Yes, so it is definitely going toward building this sort of sense of togetherness and empire and legacy and things like that, and finding where we fit, finding like I've been saying for months, our tribe, finding the light in it all, the happiness that comes from that, right? um like with the Seven of Hearts reverse, Seven of Cups reverse for the main message, the reason why we may not feel like we don't have the pick of the litter is because what is for us isn't even presented right now. It's not even in yet. Like, I've been talking about that there's something on the horizon, sort of. There's something waiting for us, essentially, for many of us, I would say, right? Um, oh wait, maybe I did do this right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, so 9. Okay, yeah, and it's going to lead to the Nine of Cups. This sense of abundance, a sense of being fulfilled, sense of reward and nourishment, as long as we're staying focused and staying faithful to the things that we believe in. Um, and that is going to take work. I mean, with these alignments that are happening today, like, we're going to be challenged. A lot of us are definitely going to be challenged in the sense of what we believe and what our goals are in the first place. So staying true to the truth, staying focused on the truth is going to really bring that sense of abundance in. Okay, for us. Next, we'll go into adaptability. Okay. For this, we have the Eight of Hearts / the Moon card and the Two of Spades. Wow. Okay, so confusion. So mystery and confusion. Part of what I saw earlier, where is it? Oh, no, I don't know where I saw that earlier. Maybe it came up in the pre-shuffle, but it was like there's some things that we um share with others, and there's some things that we keep close to our chest. And so I think there needs to be a more intentional focus on that. I think that with this communal energy that's happening, as well, that it's like, oh, linking up with others is going to be a great idea. Um, at the same time, just because you're linking up doesn't mean that you need to give everything all at once. There's also that slow down energy that came from this past eclipse. It's a energy that is pushing us to build with others, and building takes time. True building of true relationships takes time, and focus. So I think that's what this is at the end of the day. At the end of this, these are the last two cards for the highlighted main part. Then the 8th card will be an oracle. So you stick around. But the confusion also may come from this sense of, oh, we can't do anything, we can't, there's nothing else that we can do. There's nothing else that we can contribute. There's nothing else that we can take. There's nothing else that we can share. A lot of us may be feeling that way, or in a way like that, right? But that's because of this confusion, okay? The 2 of Swords is reversed. So it doesn't have to be, I feel like it's saying it doesn't have to be something that's negatively regarded. I feel like we're going to have to let go of some things that we are attached to in order to really become more clear on how to move forward, or how to just be, right? In a respectful way, right? So let's go into the next one. I don't want to harp too long. I want to try make these like an hour, and it's 57 minutes already on YouTube. So okay, so we have the Ace of Swords for harmony. Ace of Swords, that is clarity. That is approaching a new sense of clarity. That is approaching a new understanding and method of communication. So I think that with it coming out in the harmony position, that we're really going to be challenged on how we, like I said, not only show up but really engage with others, with ourself. Okay. The way that we speak to ourselves, words are so powerful, so much more powerful and impactful than we sometimes give them the benefit of believing they are. So keep that in mind going forward in the engagements that we have for this Gemini season. Yeah, period. So for this final position, going deeper, we have the 9 of Spades, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hierophant. He was reversed, so I don't know why he's not reversed now. But I really feel like this is about starting new. This is a new opportunity, new chance. There's going to be new possibilities that arise, and they may not look like what we're used to. They may not look like what we even think they're supposed to look like. Okay? This came out in a reading that was done recently, where it's like we expect something to go one way and it goes an entirely opposite way, and we're still in a position of being able to navigate fairly easily if we do take that time to really check for truth, make sure it's aligned with make sure we're in alignment with our head, heart, body, and soul, and emotions. Well, I guess that's heart. We have 3 9s, a lot of 9s. 9 is the winner of this whole spread. Yeah, but yeah, I feel like traditions, maybe we're starting new traditions, and because we're so sick of spiraling. That's what I feel like with the wheel here. These 2 animations are quite cool. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is the Wheel of Fortune here. And this is I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. This is the 9 of Diamonds, or 9 of Pentacles. Okay. We're gonna find ourselves being led to a place where we can be more stable and more solid, really. And that may come through us really aligning ourselves with our spiritual beliefs and our spiritual practices as well. Wow, that's interesting reading. I'm going to pull some empowerment energy from the Tantra Toolbox empowerment cards. And then I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I hope that this reading has supplied some insight for everyone who watches it going forward. Definitely, I'm seeing a lot of connections myself. I don't know if you see them. We're going to see. This fell on top of the 5th position of adaptability. Yes, the 5th position. My body is my best friend, my temple, my soul's home. I accept my body. I am mindful about which foods and products I put in my body. That is the 4th card. And it's a huge message. It's also an extension of respect. It's self-respect at that. I feel like it's easier to be just respectful in general if we do respect ourselves. And yeah, I think that's all she wrote. This card actually as well. There are 2 on here. All of them. So believe in yourself or no one else will. This is the bottom of the deck energy. It's 24, so it's 424. A lot of synchronicities, I'll say. So believe in yourself or no one else will. Practice can lead to perfection. Humans are remarkable, capable of anything creatures, and you have to believe everything is going to be okay. It already is. They're both very powerful. I feel like it's very sweetie, very queenie, Queen Latifah energy. Okay. Queen Latifah, sweetie, Queen Latifah, sweetie, Queen Latifah, sweetie. Oh God, making a mess. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that this message helps, or that you can gain something during Gemini season. More of a have more of an intentional navigation going forth. Be light, stay love, and remember you got this. Don't forget to shine. Bye now. Well, that just crashed.